Hey there guys, I'm Knott's fan and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking all 10 of the roller coasters at Knott's Farm. But before we get started with today's video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my other YouTube channel, which is AwesomeAlex99. If you want to see cool videos on that channel of stuff like this where I make Lego builds or unboxings, reviews, and everything about Halloween, go to that channel. I post stuff about Lego and Halloween and all sorts of different stuff on that channel. So if you like that type of content, make sure you head over there and go subscribe. But yeah, with all that said, let's get right into the video. So Knott's Berry Farm is an amusement park that's been around since the 1920s. Over the past 100 years of this park being operated, it has had 14 different roller coasters. Of course, 4 of these 14 roller coasters are not at the park currently to this day. There's still 10 different roller coasters that this park houses. So if you're planning to go to Knott's Berry Farm soon, or just want to know what the top 10 rides is, well then this video's for you. So starting off at the number 10 spot, we got Timberline Twister. So the only really reason why this one is here is because it's basically a kiddie coaster, and I am not a huge fan of kiddie coasters. If I was still a kid, I would probably rank this ride higher up on the list, probably in the top 5. But even though I'm not a fan of kiddie coasters, this ride, I've got to say, is one of the best kiddie coasters I have ever seen. It's not your typical kiddie coaster track. It kind of is a bit different with all the bumps in it and the turns. It's not just a regular oval track or figure 8 track. So coming in at the number 9 spot is Coast Rider. So Coast Rider is a very fun ride, but I just hate this ride so much for a couple of different reasons. So first of all, the restraints on this ride are just total crap. I really hate them. Now, they had to change the restraints like years back for safety reasons, but the new restraints they put on this are so bad with that knee restraint on it. You just can't really get a good ride on this with those restraints. And another thing I hate about this is that Knott's Berry Farm just decided to go with a typical Wild Mouse coaster. So this ride is basically just a roller coaster you can find at so many other amusement parks. I wish Knott's Berry Farm would have went with a more unique style of roller coaster like most of their other rides are. But if they were to change a few things about this ride, I'd probably place it in the number 6 spot. So next up on the list at number 8, we got Jaguar. So this ride is a very fun one. It's one of the first rides I have ever went on at Knott's Berry Farm. It's an okay ride, but I just have a couple of problems with it. So first of all, I just find the track on this ride to be a little rough. I really feel like this ride, they should replace the tracks on like they did with Ghost Rider a few years back. It would make the ride so much smoother and so much more enjoyable. And another thing that I don't like a lot with this ride is that I wish it would have had more hills in it. Most of the ride is basically just a track with turns in it and small little dips. It doesn't have any massive hills, which I think would have been so amazing for the ride to have that, but sadly they didn't include that in the track layout. But this ride is still a very enjoyable one. At the number 7 spot, we got the Sierra Sidewinder. This ride is a very fun one, and I love how it spins. Now, I don't really have too many problems with this ride. I just have it ranked here just because it's kind of more of a smaller ride compared to the bigger rides at Knott's Berry Farm. But probably my favorite part about this ride is probably the way it spins. It's just an experience they can't really experience on too many other rides out there, so that's one thing that I just really love about this ride. Coming up on my list at the number 6 spot is Silver Bullet. Now, there's lots of people out there that probably won't agree with my opinions on this, but let me just tell you them. So in my personal opinion, I just don't really like inverted coasters. Now, my favorite part of a roller coaster is probably the airtime, not really the inversions in it. And sadly, these inverted coasters, they can't really have the airtime that other regular coasters can have. So with that said, these inverted coasters mainly just focus around the inversions. Now, yes, I do still like inversions. I just don't like a roller coaster that only focuses on inversions and small hills. But this ride is still a pretty okay one. So now we're getting into the top 5 roller coasters at Knott's Berry Farm, and to start off with the top 5, we got Pony Express. So this ride is an absolutely incredible one, and let me tell you why. So of course it starts off with that incredible launch that launches you into that airtime hill turn type of thing, and then you go over a couple more hills and turns before the ride is over. So basically, with that said, what makes this ride so awesome is just that launch and the airtime that this ride has in its just short and small layout. And coming in at number 4 is a short ride, but definitely an amazing one. So Montezuma's Revenge is just such an incredible ride. It has got to be one of my favorite launch coasters out there. I just love how it first launches you forward super fast into that loop-de-loop, and then up that hill, and then after that you get shot down backwards, which is just such an amazing part of it. And another good part about this ride is due to its short ride time, you can actually go on this ride so many times because the wait is always so short. So this is a roller coaster you definitely need to go on next time you're at Knott's. And at number 3 is another launch coaster. Accelerator is just such an amazing ride and definitely deserves the number 3 spot. I just absolutely love how tall this ride is. It's just ginormous. And after you go down that big hill, I love like the little hills and turns to end the ride. It's very enjoyable. This ride is definitely one that I hope Knott's Berry Farm will have forever. And at number 2 is Knott's Berry Farm's newest coaster that they added a few years back. It's Hang Time. I love the lift hill on this ride of like how it goes straight up, and then to start off the ride with that 95-degree drop is just absolutely incredible. And all the inversions on this ride are just so perfect, and I love them so much. These fit the theme of this ride so much, with you kind of hanging upside down at so many points in the ride. Knott's Berry Farm made such a great decision to add this ride, and I hope they make more great rides like this in the future for the park. And now, to finish off the list, we've got the best ride I've ever been on in my life, and the best ride at Knott's Berry Farm. It's Ghost Rider. This ride is just so incredible and definitely deserves the number 1 spot. It just has so many great elements to it with all the drops, turns, and twists. It just gives you so much airtime and is such an enjoyable ride. And it is so much better now than it was back a few years ago since they added the new track. This is a ride that you just can't miss while at the park. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy the video. This video took so long to make, so it would help out me so much if you were to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers on this channel as soon as possible, so please help me reach that goal. We're just 28 away, and I know we can reach that goal very quickly, so please make sure they are subscribed. Also, check out my other channel, which is at AwesomeOx99, which I mentioned earlier in the video. I make some other great content on there that I know you all will enjoy watching. So please make sure you go and check out that one and subscribe to it too, because I'm trying to reach 600 subscribers on that channel. And also join my Discord, which I'll link down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.